Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
It's a gloomy morning here in Colombo. A very good morning to all our viewers and welcome to Prime Time Sunrise. You're joining me live and direct from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo. Let's first take a look at what's making headlines this morning. The Met Department predicts showers to many areas during the afternoon. Landslide warning still in effect to several districts owing to the prevailing inclement weather conditions. Releasing of water for mass season to commence on the 15th of November. Death toll in migrant boat sinking of Istanbul rises to 21. In your top story this morning, the Sector Commander Major General Mano Pereira stated that operations in the coastland area in Mediabadda, which was hit by a landslide recently, will continue today as well.
Speaking to Newsfirst, Major General Mano Pereira said that though the area experienced rains yesterday, the engineering unit of Sri Lanka Army, with the support of others, are continuing operations in the area. Meanwhile, the National Building Research Organisation says that with increase of rains, the threat of landslides has further intensified. Senior geologist at the landslide unit of the NBRO, Dr. Gamini Jatissa, said that the landslide warnings issued to Kegol, Ratnapura, Mathale, Padulla, Kandy, Nuwara and Kalathuru districts has been extended until 5:30 this evening. He added that information has come to light with regard to new locations with landslide threats.
Yesterday evening, the National Building Research Organisation again extended the landslide early warning issues to 7 districts. This is regarding not the rainfall at once, but getting the antecedent rainfall during about 7 days. In some areas, and we observed the cumulative rainfall is more than 500 millimeters, so that there's a big threat of landslide if any rain comes further, or even without a rain, so there's a possibility of occurring some slide. So at here, the Kegol, Ratnapura, Mathale, Kandy, Padulla, Nuwara and Kalathuru district included this one. So today we are consulting and discussing with the meteorological department and with their data and our information, so we will take a decision in the evening whether we need to extend it further or not.
We are now joined by duty meteorologists of the Department of Meteorology for the very latest weather forecast.
As the atmospheric disturbance is moving away from the island, thunder showers will be reduced. However, showers or thunder showers will occur at several places of the island during the afternoon. Showers will occur at several places in the coastal area, extending from Pankasanturi to Galle via Mana and Colombo during the morning too. There may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precaution to minimize the damages caused by lightning activity.
To all the people, the companies, institutions and organizations, the security forces and the police who were instrumental in the success of the Sirasa Shakti Sahanayatra, our media network extends our heartfelt gratitude.
Making stories this morning, the Department of Irrigation says that releasing of irrigation water for the mass season cultivation will take place on the 15th of November. Director of the Water Management Unit of the Irrigation Department, Janaki Mikastana, said that water levels of over 72% of irrigation reservoirs have increased up to 30%.
The Department of Irrigation notes that they hope the water levels of the reservoirs will increase with the prevailing rainy weather condition. Cultivation in many areas have commenced with the onset of rains. However, cultivation work in the Polonnaruwa and Trincomalee districts are further delayed. However, the director of the Water Management Unit, Janaki Mingasthana, said that cultivation activities in these districts will commence by the 15th of November. She added that the water for irrigation purposes of these districts will be transferred from the Bovathanu Reservoir to Minneria, Kaudulla and Kantale reservoirs. Meanwhile, water levels in the Padaviya, Vavuniya Pavatkulam, Muruthuwela, Senanayaka Samudra are still at a low level. The irrigation department added that the spill gates of the Angamuwa, Magalla, Batalagoda, Van Alla, Allavava and Ambevela reservoirs have also been opened.
Well, now a businessman was taken into custody yesterday for having in his possession a stock of sugar unsuitable for consumption in the Gale Bindanweva area.
Public health inspectors engaged in an emergency raid in the Gale Bindanweva area yesterday. Canteens, hotels and shopping centers were inspected during yesterday's raid. According to our correspondent, 16 sacks of 50 kilograms of sugar which are unsuitable for consumption was discovered during the raid.
Well, female representation in politics has seen a significant rise in the world. As the US midterm elections draw is even more close to the fight between female candidates, it's heating up. One organization that strives for better representation in female representation in the US is Emily's List. Newsfirst Sulfik Farzan, who is in the United States, caught up with the members of Emily's List to get some insight into the initiative.
The vision of Emily's List is a government that reflects the people it serves and decision makers who genuinely and enthusiastically fight for greater opportunity and better lives for the Americans they represent. Emily's List's vision is to be a driving force of change in America. By electing more pro-choice democratic women to national, state and local office, Emily's List is consistently infusing the US government with leaders who will drive change. The organization also focuses on putting an end to the violence and harassment against women, aiming to bring reforms to legislation through their candidates.
We have a real crisis of rape and sexual assault on college campuses. 1 in 4 American women will be assaulted while they're in college. That's obviously not acceptable, but it's also not something that the government has done anything about. Now that we have a number of women pushing this and Senator McCaskill really leading the way, we're talking about reframing our conversation on sexual assault on campuses, and how do we talk to the guys when they're coming in right away, and how do we really keep better data and learn what we can do about it. So we're seeing a real dramatic impact on issues of violence against women just by having women in government raising those issues. So having a woman's voice be that powerful and that acknowledged is just a fantastic thing for moving that conversation forward.
Emily's List is committed to driving progressive change throughout the United States by winning elections that put pro-choice democratic women into office.
Emily's List is driving for more female representation in US politics. Not only do they enroll potential female candidates to compete in the elections, they also drive to work towards tackling other issues that women face. But their objective is for one day to have a female president of the United States of America. Zulfikar Farzan reporting from Washington, D.C.